When people think about Lubbock, Texas, they're thinking about wide open spaces, affordable living, and small town charm. While yes, that is true. However, what most people don't realize is the fact that we also have some amazing luxury communities here. We have properties up to multi-million-dollar estates to luxury gated communities where neighborhoods with doctors, high executives, oil and gas families are quietly building their dream home oasis here. So today in this video, I'm going to give you a little bit of insight on some of those top luxury neighborhoods here in Lubbock, Texas, from 1 to 10 acre lots to right in the middle of South Lubbock where the commercial and retail is growing, to some of the oldest money here in Lubbock, Texas. And we're gonna get after it right now. Hey, I'm Sam Riddle, and I help people just like you find their dream home in Lubbock, Texas. And this video is going to be that insider's perspective that you've been looking for, especially if you're wanting to know where the ultra wealthy live here in Lubbock, Texas. So let's kick things off by starting at one of the most popular luxury neighborhoods just south of town on 1 acre lots, and that is South Fork. South Fork is one of the top luxury communities for families looking to be on acre lots, but also less than 5 minutes to retail and commercial growth off of South Slide. The first phase of this construction over in South Fork actually started in 2014, and they're continuing to build today. You can find homes with resort style pools. Most all will have outdoor kitchen of some sort. Most all will have a shop or a barn-dominium shop in the back of the property. And what I mean by that is if you are looking for a space to store your boat, to store your RV, to store your four-wheeler, your Polaris, your golf cart, whatever it may be, any toys that you have, an old car you like to work on, well, that's gonna be the South Fork area for you. They're going to have the shops. All of the homes are going to be very well manicured, and also most of the homes are going to be over 3,000 square feet. So if space, outdoor and indoor, is what you're looking for just minutes from town, well, this is an area that you will absolutely fall in love with. I also wanted to mention that South Fork is also expanding, and so they're adding available lots. So if you are wanting to build a brand new house in South Fork, there are available lots that are being sold today, 1 acre lots. That's about what the average lot size for homes in that area are. And actually, one of the most expensive houses in Lubbock that is listed today is currently listed in South Fork, and it's listed for almost $4 million. I think it's actually listed, last time I looked, was $3.7 million. And it's just an acre lot. There's nothing crazy about the lot, but this house is insane. I'm gonna take a minute and just let you look at these pictures here. Now the price point this year of home selling in South Fork are about $1.2 million to well over $2 million. And I think what makes South Fork so special and so desirable is honestly that small town country feel, but still being within minutes to grocery stores and kids' football games, kids' soccer practice, whatever activities you are doing, you are still well within a 5 to 10 minute radius and still come home to the peace and quiet of living on an acre and being out in the quote-unquote country. Let's be real, honestly, South Fork used to be the country. It has been growing all around this area, but it's definitely holding its value. People want to be here. Now let's move on to a neighborhood that's very similar to South Fork. It's very close to South Fork, and it's the new South Fork, and that's going to be the neighborhood of Davis Park. Now, Davis Park is a highly sought after neighborhood for families with a budget over $900,000. About a little under 1.7 million. We're not going as expensive as South Fork right now. However, just because they're brand new construction homes. I mean, these homes are not very old, you know, and so if you're wanting just that brand new custom built home, you want to be the first family who lives in it, or you want to buy a resale home that is basically like buying new construction, maybe a little bit lower in price, this is going to be the neighborhood to look in. It is the new. It is the new neighborhood with 1 acre lots with homes from 3,500 square feet and up. So a lot of these homes are going to be big, similar to South Fork, very, very similar. However, you're not going to see as mature landscaping just because of how new it is. You know, I think the goal obviously is to have that mature landscaping, is to have the mature trees. You know, there's going to be plans for a park, hopefully in the Davis Park area, hence the name, right? So I know that there's lots of plans, lots of big ideas for this area, but it's definitely new. So if you're wanting more traditional or established neighborhood on 1 acre lots, that'll be your South Fork, and then just a mile down the road in Davis Park, it's just gonna be brand new, so you're gonna have a lot of construction. However, if that's what your vibe is, then it's an awesome area to check out. Okay, so now let's move a little bit more South Central, I like to say, to a couple neighborhoods that have the luxury family-oriented vibe, and that is going to be Kelsey Park Estates and Oakmont Estates. Now, Kelsey Park Estates is known for its 80-acre park in the middle of the neighborhood. You're gonna have over 800 home sites in all of Kelsey Park. You have Kelsey Park, you have Enclave at Kelsey Park, you have a lot of different micro subdivisions within the Kelsey Park area. It's also super convenient to Quaker in all of the commercial and retail that Quaker has to offer. That is the appeal that Kelsey Park Estates and Oakmont has, is that you're right in the middle of everything. You're right in the middle of where your kids are going to be going to soccer practices, school practices. Cooper ISD schools are all right there. And so prices are going to be well over $900,000. You're going to have well over 3,500 square feet of home. These are going to be very custom built pieces of property. Amazing, amazing opportunity to own something where you may not want to build a custom home, but you want to live in a custom home in the center of town, because an acre, let's be honest, might sound too much for you, right? Oakmont Estates is off of 114 in Quaker, so just catty corner to Kelsey Park Estates. And the appeal of Oakmont Estates is that the vintage township neighborhood is kind of sandwiched in between Oakmont Estates and vintage, and so you're able to take advantage of vintage estates and vintage neighborhood where they have 2 parks, 2 playground parks. They have tons of just recreational areas, basketball courts. I mean, it's so convenient to walk the kids down to the parks and play. Kids riding their bikes all the time. Very, very family oriented. You're gonna find homes that are very modern in both Kelsey Park Estates and Oakmont Estates. Those are gonna be just your modern luxury homes. Again, Oakmont Estates is also going to be less than a 1/4 acre. You're gonna have your neighbors next to you. Again, most of these homes are going to have pools. If you don't want a pool, the Vintage Township also offers a pool in that area as well. Next, I'm gonna move on to a hidden gem that not a lot of people talk about, that is honestly the best of both worlds if you can't decide if you wanna live in Wolfforth or Lubbock. And that is Crescent Ranch, or the estates at Crescent Ranch. And Crescent Ranch sits at 179 in Woodrow, combining Wolfforth and South Lubbock all into one. It is so convenient to both everything in Lubbock, and then also very convenient to Wolfforth. So if you have to make a driving commute to New Mexico often and you still want to be in that rural sense of Lubbock, this is it. This neighborhood is going to feature 1 acre lots, and it will also feature a handful of 10-acre tracts starting around $150,000 for all 10 acres. And so the appeal for this neighborhood is buyers who are wanting luxury space without sacrificing that convenience and being in a newer neighborhood. This neighborhood is definitely not as developed as South Fork, and is actually not as developed as Davis Park either. It is one of the newest luxury neighborhoods with homes definitely over $1 million. And again, it's in such a great location to where Lubbock is expanding and building. Like, I know in 10 years, shoot, even less than that with how fast Lubbock is growing, that this is going to be very close and very convenient to town. Now, I know some people might think, well, I want to live somewhere that's not going to be in the hustle and bustle in 10 years. Well, that's fine. Maybe this isn't it for you. But if you are, okay with the direction of Lubbock and where that's moving to, and you are okay with that being very close to your backyard in the next 10 years, this is a great opportunity, great convenient location to both, like I said, Wolfforth and Lubbock. I love this area. It's not talked about a ton. And so if you are wanting to build a home in this area, or wanting to buy a lot in this area and hold on to it, let's get you connected I'd love to connect with you, figure out what builder would be best for you to talk with, to see if we want the 10 acre or the 1 acre, and what's your time frame, how long do you want to build, do you want to hold, do you want to wait? We have options, okay? So again, just such a great opportunity to live in country living on 1 acre tracts close to town. I also wanted to mention that the 2025 Parade of Homes was actually at Crescent Ranch Estates. And so they have some stunning, I mean, these homes were like, blow your socks off insane at the Estates of Crescent Ranch. And so it's going to be nothing but the best over in that area. Again, all homes will also be on well and septic, not city water. So if you're worried about city water, you don't have to. You get your own well water. As of right now, I have not heard anything less than superb. Now, the next neighborhood I'm gonna go to is literally one of the ultra wealthy neighborhoods, Old Money Lubbock. I'm talking like, this is where the coolest of the cool, the richest of the rich lived back in the day when these homes were built, and that is Bobbolette Heights in that area. So Bobbolette Heights is actually off of 19th and Slide. So we're gonna be closer to campus, closer to central Lubbock. And it is these immaculate estates from the 1950s, some as early as the 2000s, late 1900s, but you're stepping into a piece of Lubbock's history. You are owning a piece of Lubbock's history. And this is where a lot of old money Lubbock, a lot of old money families, or families that have been deeply rooted in Lubbock love to live. Or if you just love that old characteristic home and you want a bit of traditional history, this is gonna be the place to look. This is where the coolest of the cool families lived back in the day. These homes were built by some of the most famous architects here in Texas and in Lubbock. I'm gonna show you some of these pictures of some of these homes right here. They are stunning. And they're not your brand new homes. This is not your everything white, very open floor plan. These are going to be very traditional. And I don't want you to go in and tear these homes up. That is not what this is for. You go in and you restore these homes. That's what this neighborhood is for. Old Money Lubbock, amazing opportunity here. So now I want to move to North Lubbock, and there are some amazing luxury communities in North Lubbock. And I've actually talked about them before because I don't, again, think that they get enough hype because of where they're located. This is for somebody that wants to be a little bit secluded, a little bit less noisy. You want to be away from the crowd, but still live in an immaculate home. And that is going to be the neighborhoods of the Vineyards at Escondido and Verrado. Both of these are North Lubbock. Both of these are going to be about a 1/2 acre to 1 acre lots. Both of these are going to have homes that are over 3,000 square feet most of the time, up around 800,000 and up. I mean, the Parade of Homes is at the Vineyard at Escondido this year as well in 2025. And so these homes, again, are nothing but the best from these top builders here in town. And that's what they expect and that's what you can expect when buying in this neighborhood. These are going to have features like no other house, spec house that you're going to find is going to have. And you're just kind of just tucked away. You're away from the hustle and bustle. It's very quiet, very serene, very peaceful. But you still have a community. You're in a great neighborhood. You're not very far from your neighbors. Again, 1/2 acre to 1 acre lots. I mean, this is also just where luxury families love to live. If you like to be or need to be near the shallow water and don't want to live in shallow water or Amarillo area and you still want to be in the Lubbock city limits, this is an amazing opportunity. These homes are also zoned to Friendship ISD. People love to be in Friendship. Can't say enough good things about Friendship. They're also selling lots here in these neighborhoods, so if you're wanting to build a custom home, let's get you connected. We'll figure out which builder would be best for you, and we can build that dream home of yours. Again, most of the deed restrictions, you have to build over a 26 to 3,000 square foot home, which is very easy to do. So this next one and our last one, I saved the best for last. Not really, they're all amazing. They're all absolutely incredible. But the West Texas Land Guys have done it again. They have developed this neighborhood south of town, just east of South Fork and Davis Park, and that is the neighborhood of Sedona. Sedona is, again, incredible. It was home to the 2021 and 2023 Parade of Homes and will be the future home of the Parade of Homes in 2026. They are building currently today the 2026 Parade of Homes. And if you want a little piece of that and you want to own a 2026 Parade of Homes where you get the best of the best features in your house from these best of the best builders, let's chat. Let's see what builder would be best for you, because now is the time to connect with these builders who are starting to build for the 2026 Parade of Homes next summer. But anyway, these lots are not very big, and you're thinking, okay, you've talked about half acre to acre lots. These are not going to be like that. It's going to be like the Kelsey Park and Oakmont Estates. It's going to be a quarter of an acre, very just smaller lots, okay? You're going to have a neighbor. You're going to have a community, right? But you're also going to feel like you live in the country because you are. You're south of town. You're south of Kelsey Park. So you're still south of town. You're still very much secluded, but you also aren't as close to the new loop. You're a little bit further away, and you're still within 5 minutes to the Cooper ISD schools, all of the restaurants and retail that is off of Quaker's, Indiana. It's all right there. It's super, super close. There's talks of a lot of new retail also being built in this area as well. The homes in Sedona are definitely going to be well over $1 million. Definitely, I mean, deed restrictions do say you have to have a minimum of 2,600 square feet, but let's be real, most of these homes are going to be larger than that. Also, too, there is going to be a little micro subdivision, a gated community in Sedona. It's called the Oaks at Sedona. If you want a gated community, there's not very many in Lubbock, but the gated community in the Oaks in Sedona is going to be, it's insane. Again, insane. I think that's like the only word I can describe these houses. Immaculate, crazy. And so there also are lots available. We can, phase 1 and the Oaks at Sedona lots are actually all purchased. But phase 2 and phase 3 of Sedona, they do have available lots. We can get you connected with some of those lots, see which lots would be best for you. And if you want to build right now, or if you want to wait and hold, that's totally fine too. So again, if you're wanting to be a little bit south, kind of in the country feel, but not on an acre, not on a half an acre, but also convenient to schools, to extracurricular, and to retail and shopping, Sedona is an awesome neighborhood where the ultra wealthy in Lubbock love to hide out, I would say. If you're considering making a move to Lubbock and you want to explore one of these ultra luxury neighborhoods for yourself, or you want to talk about buying a lot in one of these neighborhoods, let's connect. I help people just like you make their move to Lubbock, and I absolutely love it. So my contact information is here on the screen. Call, text, email, or schedule a Zoom with the link in my description, and I'd love the opportunity to meet you and your family and help you make that smooth transition into the Lubbock area. And until next time, I'll see you around.